Right then, hello and welcome back to Forza Motorsport 2, about to crack on with the next professional series championship, which is the Class A World Trophy. I've gone out and bought the RX-7 Gen 3. I've tried to make it look similar to the RX-7 that you win on Gran Turismo, in similar colours, but unfortunately, it didn't have the exact colour that you get in the game, and of course with the 3-spoke alloys as well. So yeah, I've upgraded this to A-Class 850. It's got stock tyres, so this car is going to be a little bit tricky to handle. I've increased the rim size a bit, and I've added pretty much most of the internal upgrades, including the full-on weight reduction. So yeah, it's going to be a crapshoot whether or not this car is going to perform well or not. Anyway, as with the previous championship, we have to do them in order. So again, we could win the HKS Evolution, the good old Mitsubishi. There's 5 races in this championship as well. Base credits, 21,000, not including the car rarity bonus and difficulty bonus, of course. Starting with Maple Valley Raceway Reverse and going to Road Atlanta, the Oval for Nissan Speedway, Suzuka Circuit, the West layout, and then finishing off at the Short Mugello. So, yeah. Fingers crossed this car will do us well, but I've not actually tested it yet. But yeah, I did try my best to get the livery looking similar to the car that you win on Gran Turismo, but unlike Forza Motorsport 3 where you have an actual color picker that you can pick whichever color you wish, yeah, you're only given a set number of colors with the hex color, so oh well. Anyway, we're on pole position regardless. Davis is second, Taylor, Muller, Brown, Esposito, Johansson, and Martin the top 8. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, no, don't push me towards a wall. Bloody Corvette drivers. So, similar to what I did with the previous championship on the previous cars, I've added an extra 100 pounds of downforce on the front just to try to avoid the understeer, and there's already 100 pounds of downforce on the rear by default. But yeah, you can see the car is really struggling with the handling. It's sliding about all over the place. Can I get past the Corvette without hitting him? Yes, I can. I had planned on using sport tyres at least, but once I got the car up to 850, I couldn't do anything else, so I was like, oh crap. But it's alright, it gives me a bit more of a challenge. I mean, this game isn't exactly hard. So the more of a challenge I can give myself, the better. Ooh, nice. Recently as well, I've been playing around with the original Xbox as well, just testing out with a whole manner of different games and testing the recording equipment and everything. And I'll tell you what, everything is superb. The quality of the picture and everything is just fantastic. So, before I did do a series on the first Forza Motorsport using the 360's backwards compatibility, which was atrocious. The game suffered with a hell of a lot of slowdown. The controls would even lag as well. A lot of glitches, especially in the paint booth when you're trying to paint your car and everything would be glitched to hell. But yeah, I've tested the first Forza game on the original hardware, of course. And yeah, everything is just perfect. The game still has slowdown because that's just how the game was, but just not as bad as it was on the 360. So yeah, I've been scouting around eBay as well, trying to find a load of cheapy Xbox racing games. So that's all good fun. Now I'm just hoping that there is a way to mod the PS2 with HDMI as well, because if there is, that is definitely something I will invest in the future, same as I've done with the original Xbox. Because if I can get a similar picture quality on the PS2 as I have now on the original Xbox, oh, I will be one happy chappy. So then I wouldn't have to rely on the PS3 for all the PS2 stuff and the PS1 stuff, of course. Because the PS3 is great when it comes to backwards compatibility to an extent. There are some games that don't work properly, including Gran Turismo 3 and 4. GT4, the intro lags and pops and splutters and sounds like a total mess. And the game has a tendency to freeze and crash on the license tests. Gran Turismo 3 has a lot of graphical issues with the skyboxes. They tend to show up as multicolored. And again, the intro is a bit glitched out. The menus are glitched as well because, of course, it is rendering it at a lower resolution than the gameplay footage. So you're getting a lot of the wobbling visuals because the game is struggling to render at a certain resolution. I did get that to a small degree on MotoGP 1 and 2. It just wasn't too bad, so, you know, I wasn't overly fussed. Again, the car's understeering like crazy. And MotoGP worked fantastic anyway, so there's no qualms about that. And a lot of games do run really well on the PS3, but I've got that itching bug where now that I've got these consoles that run properly with the capture hardware, I want to get more of it. So I would love to mod the PS2 in the future as well, so that I can actually play everything on its original console rather than having to deal with backwards compatibility. And that way, every single time I get someone asking, where's the download link for this game and what emulation do you use, I can just tell to bugger off. I still can't believe it. I tell you what, it made me laugh. I can't believe someone actually got narky with me because I am using original hardware. It's... they're like, oh, why don't you use emulation? You can make the game run better. I'm just like, no. Why? Is that what it's come to nowadays? I mean, before, when, you know, Let's Playing on YouTube was more so in its infancy, a lot of people would get really finicky about people emulating games rather than playing on the original hardware. It seems now that more people expect you to emulate games rather than playing on hardware. It's really bizarre. You know, it does piss me off as well a little bit where I've invested, you know, a little bit of money into the channel and immediately get people saying, download link please. I'm like, no, just fuck off. Anyway, we win the first race. That wasn't too tricky. The car was handling like garbage though, so I'm not sure how it's going to handle around Nissan Speedway. That's going to be a really big test. Anyway, 10 points for us. We get 34,000, that's not too bad. And we're up to level 2 already on the good old Mazda. Don't want to worry about any of these. I already had 20% discount anyway on the upgrade, so I didn't spend too much money. I've still got like 7 million in the bank. Or 5 million? What is it? 7.8 million. So, yeah, that's, you know, I'm not going to break the bank anytime soon. Anyway, Road Atlanta. My second favourite circuit on the entire game. Second only to the Nordschleife. I don't think we actually race on the Nürburgring anymore after the last previous few championships, which is a shame. Oh well. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, no you don't. Get off my car, you son of a bitch. Bloody Mercedes drivers. Oh, and I've damaged my front. That's alright, I've got no downforce on the front. Well, I have got downforce, just... it's only a little bit of damage, not going to affect the downforce too much. Yeah, the car definitely handles better when the tyres are warmed up. At the moment, sliding all over the place. Right, there's that Burke in the Merc. Typical Mercedes driver, not looking where they're going and pushing you out the way and not giving two damns about it. Yes, I'm talking about you, you tosser. Use your indicators. Right. See if we can catch up to Davis. The straight shouldn't be too bad. I mean, this car has 512, 530 horsepower, something like that, so... Let's see, we're keeping up on the straights. It's just the corners that we are really struggling in. Last corner, we always manage to take the positions anyway, because they always slow down way too much. I'm just being cautious as well because of the tyre situation. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, he's still there. So we are 9 seconds up on our previous fastest lap time, so we're going to get around about a 125, 124 thereabouts. I really wish I had racing tyres on. This would make life so much easier. 9.1 seconds, so yeah, 125.6. That's not bad. We have got a little bit more grip now anyway, because the tyres are at optimum temperature, just still suffering with that understeer. That could be cause and effect of the damage. But the damage was very slight, so I don't know. Pulling away from Davis, at least. Reaching 170 on the straight, that is pretty damn good. That gives me a bit of confidence for Nissan Speedway. .2 of a second up, which I have scuppered because the car understeered going through the S's. Oh, I just noticed we did get it into the 124s. Okay, so we were a second up on the previous lap as well, so that's good. 124.6. Almost a second up as well on this lap. lost a bit of time. The car was getting very loose going over the crest, but that's alright. 124.111, that's good. So I predict then that damage that we got at the start of the race is probably going to cost around about 1,700 to 2,500 credits. But then I've not been that successful when it comes to predicting what the damage cost is going to be whenever we've incurred damage. But it was a very slight knock, so again, between 1,700 and 2,500. We will soon find out. And there we go. I love doing that at the end, just sliding the car around. Okay, save the replay. Probably going to get crashed into. Or not. 20 points. Thank you very much. Oh, 680 credits. That's absolutely nothing. That is literally pocket change at this point in the game. So, level 3. Nice one. 40% discounts on whatever. I think that was brakes. And here we go. I think this could be the most difficult race of this little bunch. I might have to play with the gear ratios if I'm not that fast on the straights. Or it might be a case of, similar to what we did with the GT Championship, the Japanese GT Championship would be to just draft the cars until the end. We'll see. Let's see how we get on. 3, 2, 1, go. This is probably where we're going to start losing speed, yet Davis is closing in quite rapidly. 187. Try and keep the inside line, don't slide it at the end. Turn 4 is definitely the worst. There's so many opportunities for you to just slide it wide into the wall. Yeah, we're going to have to do a lot of blocking on this one, I think. Yeah, he's using me as a draft as well. No, you don't. Stay back. I really don't like that little audio glitch whenever you look back. That's one thing that I really hated about this game. It always sounds like the audio's glitching. See, it's like a little record scratch. Oh, you swine. Right, my time to draft. Hopefully drafting will work. Oh, what are you braking for, you wimp? This is gonna be a problem. Yep, this is gonna be a massive problem. Okay, I will go and try something, and I will be back in a moment when we do the race restart. Okay, so take two on this one then. The only thing that I've done is I've taken the downforce away. I've put the downforce as low as possible. And the gear ratios I've made a little tiny bit longer by a couple of clicks. So hopefully we should get up to around about 190 mile an hour without going into the draft. That is the plan anyway. We shall see how we get on against Davis. And away we go. Now the car is going to be incredibly floaty because of that. Okay, so far so good. Downshift it into 5th because again we got no downforce and stock tyres going into turn 4 is going to be a death trap. And here comes Davis. Bugger off. Might as well just keep it in 5th gear for the time being. We're not going to hit the rev limiter. They are catching up really damn quickly though. Oh, it makes me so nervous going through there. Bugger off, Davis. Scrubbing off the speed because the car is sliding upwards. That's purely because of the tyres and the downforce situation. Minor movements. Yeah, go on, Davis. Get back there. Sod off. Miller's got past in the Mercedes. In fact, they're neck and neck. Yeah, you really need to bugger off, matey. Oh, no you don't. Crap. Right, well Muller is behind now anyway. He is not as fast as us, so we can pull away from him on the straight. Not by much though. Oh no, he is gaining. I think he's in my draft. There he was. Son of a bitch. Go on, Muller, you bugger off as well. Oh. He clouted the wall. Okay then. Oh, Davis is back in second. God damn it. I'm just going to have to defend the inside line. Really needs to sod off. Oh, he's crashed. Okay. What a silly Billy. I have no idea why that happened, but I'm not complaining. That's just giving us a race win. Nice one. Okay. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. A lot easier with the downforce setup. But, yeah, definitely a tricky one, that one. Almost at level 5. 40% discount on fuel systems. Cool. Right, well, the only thing that I have to do is just put the downforce back up to £100 on front and rear. As we go to Suzuka West. For the penultimate round. And this one shouldn't be too bad. Right, let's change the tuning setup, shall we? Want the aero back up to £100 on the front. Like so, and 100 on the rear to keep it on default. And where are the gears? There we go. That one was at 1 or 328. Cool. 3, 2, 1, go. That is one thing. Davis must have really crappy gears in that Corvette because he is so slow on the takeoff. Well, he's quick on the initial takeoff from a standing start, but going through the gears, he's just really, really struggling. About as much as I am on these stupid tyres. One lap down, 5 to go. Not a huge lead, 90 meters. Brake really early for the double apex. 118.8. Three to go, and another new fast lap as well, 118.2, and 320 meters ahead of Davis as well, so yeah, much easier than it was at Nissan Speedway, thankfully. Always keeping it in second gear as well to prevent unnecessary wheel spin. And 2 to go. Oh, okay, didn't go as wide as I thought. No time penalty. Final lap. Don't think we're going to get another new fastest lap time either, sadly. Oh, definitely not now. Crap. Oh, bollocks. See, that's the problem. Even though we do have upgraded brakes with stock tyres, you know, you could have the best brakes in the world, it won't slow you down. The brakes don't slow you down, the tyres do, so yeah. We had no chance of slowing down enough for that corner, even downshifting and using the engine to brake as well. No chance. So that's probably given us, I would say, well, if we're comparing from last time, about 700-800 credits of damage. Shouldn't be too bad. I bet now, though, it's going to be 1700. Was quite a hefty clout into the wall, though. There we go. A bit of a messy end, but it's fine. Fastest lap time, 1:18.2 to a 1:19.9. Okay, what is our damage? It is... Huh. See, the game is so inconsistent. So we had that smaller damage at Road Atlanta, and we had 680 credits or whatever it was worth of damage penalty. We clouted the wall head on. We got bugger all in damage penalty. I really don't get it. It is so inconsistent at times, similar to the time penalties when you go slightly off the track. Sometimes it gives you 0.3 of a second. Other times it's 0.33. It's, yeah. Doesn't make much sense. Anyway, last race then, Mugello Short. This one should be fine. I know the last couple of corners we can go through there, it, you know, a lot faster than the AI, so this race should be won by, I'm going to say, about 300 meters from Davis. We shall see. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, you can hear Davis's gear changes are very, very slow in comparison to mine. Oh, gotta be careful. Cold tires around the twisty stuff, not fun. Okay, 1 lap down, 6 to go. It is good that this car does have a high rev range, so I can just keep it in either third gear for this section or fourth with the start-finish straight without having to bump the rev limiter. You get to hear the lovely gearbox whine as well. Okay, 3 laps to go. Still haven't broken the lap record yet, 57.6. No, lost a lot of time there. Went a bit too wide. Yep. 59 hundredths of a second down. No, 0.2 of a second up, so I think putting it in 5th gear then on the start-finish straight was beneficial. Three-tenths of a second. No, no, no. Oh, crap. Just lost it. Oh, well, that's a damn shame. Yeah. Ah, oh, bloody hell. Trying to avoid the car going off onto the grass and getting a time penalty and scrubbed off all that time that we'd gained. Oh, well, not a problem. So, yeah, that was the last victory then in the Class A World Trophy. 50 points, thank you very much. 37,000. So, not a huge amount of money from what we have been winning, but it's enough. And now we get the lovely HKS, the Time Attack Mitsubishi Evolution, which I don't think we'll ever use. I think it's an S-Class as well. Is it an S-Class or A-Class? It is an S-Class, okay. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's okay, but yeah. I will never actually use it. But it looks good. I mean, I don't think the headlights ever work, but it's fine. It adds to the collection. Right, next time then is going to be the World S-Class Trophy, or the S-Class World Trophy. So yeah, I will be back next time for that. So thank you very much for watching, as always, and I will see you when we get ever closer to completing Forza Motorsport 2. So thanks for watching, take care, stay safe, and bye for now.